Welcome back to the Humane Educational Society channel. Today, we're going to show you different cheap and easy ways to make cat enrichment items. Enrichment is so important to the health and well-being of cats. They need enrichment to act on deeply ingrained instincts like hunting, climbing, scratching, and exploring. Without proper stimulation, cats can become bored, frustrated, and that can manifest in destructive behavior, litter box issues, and sometimes even aggression. This video is going to teach you some simple ways that you can hand-make enrichment for cats using everyday items. So whether you work in an animal shelter with limited means or you're just looking to give your cats at home more enrichment, these are some basics that you can try out for yourself. First up, we're going to make catnip pouches. The supplies you'll need for these toys include old t-shirts or scrap fabric, yarn, scissors, catnip, and a spoon. The first thing we're going to do is cut your fabric into about an 8-inch square. Next, place a scoop of catnip in the center. Then you're going to pull the edges to make a pouch. Then tie the pouch closed with the yarn and trim any excess. These pouches are super easy to make and will keep your kitty occupied for a long time because they're both a toy and a scent stimulant that activates a cat's emotion receptors in their brains. Next, we're going to make some feather toys or homemade dangle toys. What you'll need for this is some feathers, yarn or ribbon, and pipe cleaners. What you're going to do is collect a couple of feathers, tie the ends together with yarn, and attach the end to the pipe cleaner. This is a super easy way to make a dangle wand from items that you can either buy in bulk from pretty much anywhere or just find around your house without having to buy like an $8 toy from the pet store, especially if you're working with hundreds of cats in a shelter setting. The cool thing about this toy is that it can be interactive for the cats even if you're not actively playing with them, because you can tie the pipe cleaner to a cat's kennel in the shelter or to something in your house to let them play independently. Next up, this one is a fun enrichment item that we call treasure chests. What you'll need for this is a small cardboard box with an opening on one side, items to stuff inside like shredded paper, feathers, corks, bottle caps, cat balls, and some treats. This is one of the easiest things to put together because all you really need to do is throw it all in a box and then jumble it around. The thing is though that you have to have all the proper supplies, so that is the key. The good news is that if you at least have the box, the rest can be whatever you want. That's one of the cool things about cat enrichment is that the cats really don't care what you have, if you bought them from an inexpensive toy store or if you're just using an old wine cork from last night's dinner, they'll love to play with it anyway. After your treasure chest is assembled, you can go ahead and leave the box in a room with your kitty and watch them do what cats do best, get in the box. They'll have a fun time with this enrichment puzzle because it'll pique their curiosity and it allows them to use their foraging instincts. The next thing we're going to do is make scent toys. Similar to how the catnip toys work, scent toys will activate different parts of your cat's brain when they use their olfactory senses. You probably will have to buy some items for these, but what you're going to need for these enrichment toys is a variety of toys, especially cloth or paper, a container with a lid like a Tupperware, and pre-mixed scents, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Here we have some animal scents like rabbit. These can be bought on Amazon and you'll want to dilute them with water per the instructions on the bottles for this. You can also use some essential oil sprays like chamomile and lavender. Whatever you decide to use will likely have different effects for the cats. Many essential oils can be used for calming, while the animal scents will be more for engaging their minds and triggering that hunting and tracking instinct. This is a big one though. Please be sure to research any scents that you decide to use for this because some essential oils can actually be very harmful to pets. So after you've chosen your scent, you're going to mist the toys. Not too much though, because cats have a very sensitive sense of smell, so a little goes a long way. Go ahead and put those in the container with the lid on, and then you're just going to let this sort of marinate for a while so that everything can absorb the scent. You can leave it for an hour or even overnight, but once you're ready, you can go ahead and give the kitties their scent toys and watch how they interact with them. The last enrichment items we're going to make is a tasty treat for our kitties using bottle caps, pumpkin puree, and cat treats. Take your bottle caps and fill them with your pumpkin puree. You can also use plain yogurt, low-sodium chicken broth, or even baby food or canned tuna. Then, just top it with a little cat treat. After that, you're going to pop these in the freezer overnight, and the next day, your kitties will have a tasty little frozen treat waiting for them. When they finish eating it, they'll be left with a toy to play with that little bottle cap. This is an easy treat that doesn't really take much effort, and you can keep reusing those bottle caps over and over again for more. We hope you've enjoyed learning these simple and creative ways to make some cat enrichment for your cats. Again, whether you're using this in a shelter setting or just for your cats at home, enrichment doesn't have to be expensive, but it does have to be a priority. Enriched cats are happy cats after all. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more content like this.